And one scripture hit me. And I was like, wow. And he said, when you do what you have to do, he said, just remember the people here. Now, we was in Sing Sing. He was like, we need more. He said, I'm trying to get into an education program. I can't get into it because of the space. And I'm trying to do this. And I'm trying to go home, and I'm trying to do this. And I was like, all right, cool. And it reminded me, because when I first got to Marcy, the shirts came outside. Now, I'm in a wheelchair. They got me in the back of the draft room by the picnic table. And they came outside, and they was like, yo, we know who you are. And I'm like, I'm sure you do. You read my folder, right? And they said, we glad you're here. So I was like, fuck, like, what kind of racist is? They was like, nah, we don't mean it like that. They was like, but you have a profile, and when you go home, you'll be able to fix what goes on in here. He said, we don't like to do what we have to do in this prison or in the other prison, but we need somebody to fix it.
Wow. And
they said, you're going to be the one that can go home and fix it, right? And I was like, don't nobody want to hear from me? I'm like, I just, you know. He said, you're going to be the one. Marcy is where they killed Mr. Brooks. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I have to actually get something done now. And I'm just remembering the story about Kwame, because he told me that. And then when I got to Wallkill, because, you know, once we in Sing Sing, it's different, right? You're in the match, you got a prison, you got your cell. In the dorms, everything is wide open. You don't know if something's going to pop, you know. So the cells, to me, was more, I like the cells better.
More privacy and shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You just put the sheet up on the bar, you know, whatever. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm going to do this. I'm just whatever they're going to do. But I wasn't under the understanding that when you failed out of a program, 85% of the time they snatch your date and you got to go to another board like 2 years later. So I didn't think they were going to try to hit me for 4 years, right? I'm thinking I'm going to do this a couple of months. I'm going to go home anyway.
Yeah.
So my people was like, oh, no, you can't be in Sing Sing. You're crazy. I look up one day, they transfer me to Wallkill. Right, so I get to Wallkill, and when I get to Wallkill, Kwame pulled up.
Locally, y'all, only on YouTube.